Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.
As well as from elsewhere. Heads of units from the Ministry of Education, the Provincial Education Officer or your representative, the District Education Board Secretary for Lusaka, senior government officials present here, union leaders, members of the 2022 Teacher Recruitment Committee, members of the press, may I simply say distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister, today marks a milestone in the education sector. And may I say it's a milestone since Zambia attained its independence in 1964. This afternoon, I think all of us are equally saying it's a dream come true. It was like it would never happen, but here we are today. Without further ado, may I ask the Permanent Secretary in charge of Technical Services, Mr. Joel Kamoko, to give his remarks. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister and Chair Teaching Service Commission, I seek your indulgence to write on the protocols herein already mentioned. Allow me this afternoon, first and foremost, to thank all the stakeholders who participated in the recruitment exercise for your support, invaluable contributions in unprecedented recruitment processes of the 30,000 teachers. A special thank you to the Teaching Council of Zambia, Examination Council of Zambia, all the sector unions in the industry, the security wings, the provincial and district administration, special mention Ministry of Finance for facilitating. We are also highly indebted to your office and the Honorable Minister, Cabinet Office, and His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, for the visionary leadership and support that has so far been provided to the education sector through the many progressive policy pronouncements, coupled with financial and material support, for example, provision of free education, subsequent recruitment of staff to ensure accessibility, quality and inclusive education for all. Ladies and gentlemen, the press deserves special mention today, and thanks for your consistency in the dissemination of this information to the public on the recruitment processes as highlighted in the implementation plan. To the new teachers, welcome and look forward to long and mutually beneficial relationship. Without further ado, following upon the Director of Events, may I be allowed to seek the indulgence of the Chair and call upon the Chair to call upon the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairperson, for your remarks.
Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Douglas Siakalima, Member of Parliament, the Permanent Secretary, Technical Services in the Ministry of Education, the Teaching Service Commissioners, Directors present, the Postmaster General for ZAMPOST, the Acting Commission Secretary, other senior government officials present, union representatives, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you, Honorable Minister, and all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending this long-awaited event where we announce the teachers who have been successfully recruited in 2022. I wish to state from the onset that the focus of this recruitment, Honorable Minister, was the learner the learner who needs qualified teachers to enable them reach their full potential. For that reason, we as the Teaching Service Commission are extremely excited today because this day marks the end of a long journey we embarked on 6 months ago to recruit early childhood, primary, and secondary school teachers who will complement the free education policy. Today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we actualize the pronouncement made by the Republican President, His Excellency, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, to employ 30,000 teachers, for which a total sum of 1,994,817,600 kwacha was subsequently provided for in the 2022 national budget. Honorable Minister, we are presenting to you a critical ingredient in our country's aspiration to provide education that is of good quality to all learners. The centrality of teachers to the successful implementation of the free education policy cannot be overemphasized. Teachers are not only a key element to educational quality because they orchestrate instructional interaction with and between learners around academic content, but are also charged with the role of creating learning environments that promote learners' personal development. Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this recruitment was highly decentralized and highly participatory, with partners that brought varied resources to the process. Allow me to highlight some of the key processes that were undertaken in the recruitment exercise. A multi-stakeholder technical working group comprising officers from the Ministry of Education, the Teaching Service Commission, Public Service Management Division, Teaching Council of Zambia, Ministry of Finance and National Planning, Management Development Division, teacher unions, Zambia Qualification Authority, and Higher Education Authority was established to manage strategic planning and communication. The data collection and analysis assignment undertaken in all the 116 districts reviewed the staffing needs at each school and was used as the basis for vacancy creation. Swearing in and orientation of district and provincial human resource management committees prepare them for the selection and validation of teachers using the integrated teacher recruitment system to ensure an efficient and professional teacher recruitment process. It also obligated committee members to uphold confidentiality. Both the CAB memo on the teacher recruitment process presented to Cabinet and the ministerial statement presented in Parliament went through with very few amendments. Recruitment commenced with receipt of application via Zampost, a process that removed the human element and allowed for transparency and impartiality in the application process. Zampost also submitted a database of all applications received when letters were subsequently delivered to respective district education board secretaries, which eliminated those who wanted to use connections to get recruited. Opening of the application letters was witnessed by district education board secretaries, district commissioners, and officers from Anti-Corruption Commission, Drug Enforcement Commission, or officers from the Office of the President Special Division. Some of these officers from the security wings remained as part of the selection committee at district level. Following Provincial Human Resource Management Committee's validation and quality assurance, national consolidation and validation was done to enhance transparency. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that the teacher recruitment, which spanned over 6 months, was undertaken in a transparent and meticulous manner, using an automated teacher recruitment system. From what I have highlighted, you will appreciate that the process of extracting 30,000 teachers from the 108,877 applications which were received countrywide was not only objectively done, but also done in accordance with the Service Commission Act of 2016. I wish to congratulate all the successful applicants and wish them a fulfilling tour of duty. I wish to announce to the nation that our partner, Zampost, has graciously agreed to send text messages to all the successful candidates to inform them of where they should report. The successful completion of this historic national exercise has been made possible by the great teamwork which characterized it. I take this opportunity to convey our sincere thanks to you, Honorable Minister, Honorable Siakalima, for the excellent leadership and guidance you provided during the entire recruitment process. The honest and valuable inputs we received from the 2 permanent secretaries, the Permanent Secretary for Administration and for Technical Services, is highly appreciated. I also wish to thank the technical team, especially Director Soko at PSMD, for the excellent input in the recruitment exercise. Thanks also to members of the Commission and the Secretariat of the Teaching Service Commission, keeping the public informed throughout the recruitment process. The Commission looks forward to continued cooperation and collaboration with you. Through you, Honorable Minister, let me reiterate the Commission's pledge and preparedness to continue the
I will ask the Chairperson to call upon the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Siakalima, to give his keynote address.
It is now my pleasure to invite Honorable Dr. Davi Siakalima to address the House.
Thank you. The Chairperson of the Teaching Service Commission, the Permanent Secretary, Technical Services, members of the Teaching Service Commission, directors of various departments present, Acting Commission Secretary, union representatives, members of the press, let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this press briefing, which is intended to update the country on the 2022 teacher recruitment process. I am aware that members of the public have been anxiously waiting for the conclusion of the unprecedented recruitment of over 30,000 teachers. My office understands the anxiety that has gripped the public, because this has never been done before in our country. There has never been a government that has recruited 30,000 teachers at once. Ladies and gentlemen, You will recall that during the official opening of the first session of the 13th National Assembly, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, made a pronouncement that this government would recruit 30,000 teachers. This pronouncement was in line with the party manifesto and the vision of the Ministry of Education of providing accessible, inclusive, quality, lifelong education relevant to the needs of an individual, the nation, and world at large. This pronouncement was timely as the country faced a high teacher-pupil ratio, standing at 1 to 58 for primary and 1 to 38 for secondary schools, contrary to acceptable teacher-pupil ratio of 1 to 45 and 1 to 35 at primary and secondary schools respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to actualize the presidential pronouncement, the Ministry of Finance and National Development allocated 1,994,817,600 kwacha in the 2022 national budget. The Teaching Service Commission proceeded to establish human resource management committees in all the 116 districts in the country. The committees were made to recruit the teachers in the respective districts in accordance with the digitalization policy and the Service Commissions Act number 10 of 2016. This was done to ensure that all citizens who qualified were given an equal and fair opportunity of getting employed irrespective of their geographical location and ethnicity. I am delighted to mention that all the district human resource management committees screened, shortlisted, and selected suitable candidates according to the needs of the districts and submitted to the provincial human resource management committees for validation and consolidation. The provincial human resource management committees in turn submitted to Teaching Service Commission for the technical committee at national level to subsequently undertake the national consolidation and verification. Ladies and gentlemen, it is noteworthy that respective district commissioners played an oversight role throughout the recruitment process. Further, to enhance accountability, transparency, and the credibility of the process, Office of the President Special Division, Drug Enforcement Commission, and Anti-Corruption Commission monitored the process at district, provincial, and national levels. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to mention that all the human resource management committees in the 116 districts executed their duties diligently in processing a total of 100,877 applications. In line with the staffing needs analysis of teachers and the funds appropriated for the recruitment, 30,496 teachers have been recruited as follows. 1. Northern Province, which has 12 districts, numbers recruited 3,852. The applications that were received were 9,998. Wakula, which has 12 districts, number of recruited 2,115. Applications received were 7,564. Southern Province, 15 districts, numbers recruited 3,428. The applications received were 12,706. In Eastern Province, with 15 districts, 4,213 numbers recruited, and applications which were received were 12,548. The Copper Belt, which has 10 districts, recruited numbers 2,776. The applications were 14,114. Northwestern Province, which has 11 districts, 3,600 were recruited. Number of applicants were 7,986. Central Province with 11 districts. Numbers recruited 4,257. And the applications were 17,513. Western Province, which has 16 districts, numbers recruited 3,643, and applicants were 7,153. Lusaka, 60 districts, 693 were recruited. The numbers received 5,318. And Chinga districts with the 8 districts, recruited numbers 1,919. Applicants were 5,977. The totals come to 116 districts. Numbers recruited 30,496. And the applications were 100,877. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, I have come to reaffirm our commitment as the New Dawn government to improving access to quality education through the provision of free education and ensuring acceptable teacher preparations. To demonstrate this, I wish to announce that government has allocated additional resources for the recruitment of more teachers. These will be selected from the 100,877 candidates that are already in our database. I am delighted to announce that the government has concluded the recruitment of 30,496 teachers, and the names of the successful applicants will be published tomorrow, 15th July 2022, across credible print and electronic platforms. The selected teachers will collect their appointment letters from the district extension board secretaries' offices across the country. Thereafter, recruited teachers are expected to begin processing their appointment documents in readiness to report for duty as schools open for the third term. Of the 30,496 teachers recruited, 2,066 are for early and childhood education. 25,736 have been assigned to primary education, and 2,694 will be posted to secondary schools across the breadth of our country. In terms of geographical spread by provinces, Lusaka accounted for 3%, Central 14%, Western 12%, Southern 11%, Northwestern Province 12%, Northern 12%, Muchinga 7%, Wapula 7%, Eastern 13%, and Copper Belt 9%. In terms of sex segregation, 59% are female and 41% are male of the 30,496 teachers recruited. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be interested to learn that of the 30,496 teachers recruited, less than 1% will be over 45-year-old in September 2022, implying that almost all the teachers recruited are relatively youth, and 196 are teachers living with disabilities. As I conclude, I wish to express gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, for this commitment to ensuring that every Zambian child receives quality education, as this is the only sure way of guaranteeing a prosperous Zambia by the year 2030. Thank you for your attention, and God bless you all.
I think we can do better. It's a historical moment. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. At this point in time, we'll take questions from the press. We'll take it in groups of 3. Okay, I see there are no questions. Honorable Minister. Oh, okay, please go ahead. Tell us your name and the institution you're representing. Thank you.
Victoria, and I'm coming from Diamond TV. I just wanted to find out, you've mentioned to say government has made additional allocation of our resources to have more. Are you able to state how much has been allocated?
Thank you, Victoria. Do we have another question? Okay, Honorable Minister, the questions will come as time proceeds. Thank you. So, do we have another hand? Thank you.
The answer is yes, sir.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions? We seem to have no hands. Honorable Minister, this simply shows that it was loud and clear. It's a historical moment for this country. Many of us cannot believe, but it's done. To all the teachers that applied, look out tomorrow. Grab the nearest newspaper that you can grab, and we can only wish you all the best. We may all be upstanding for the national anthem.
Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.